of its time. During my life of sin, Francis wrote, nothing disgusted me like seeing victims of leprosy. Exuberant in his newfound faith and with joy flooding his soul, and remembering he was now to love and even treasure those things he formerly loathed, Francis chose not to run from the leper as he would have done earlier in his life. Instead, he leaped from his horse, knelt in front of the leper, and proceeded to kiss the diseased white hand. He kissed it. Francis then further astonished the leper by giving him money, but even that wasn't enough. No, Francis was determined to drink great sweetness from what he formerly loathed, so he jumped back on his horse and rode to a neighboring leper colony. Francis begged their pardon for having so often despised them, and after giving them money, refused to leave until he had kissed each one of them, joyfully receiving the touch of their pale, encrusted lips. Only then did Francis jump back on his horse to go on his way. In that indelible moment, Francis's faith became incarnate. His belief didn't just inspire him, it transformed him. Francis's initial conversion was invisible, exhibited only in the changed expression on his face. That's as far as many of us ever go. A superficial change of mind in response to a compelling argument for faith. This act was astonishingly explicit. A grotesquely gorgeous parable of a radically changed man. The very instant Francis's lips touched the leper, what could have been merely a religion crumbled under the weight of a new way of life. The horse no longer carried a man. That beast transported a saint, whose example continues to challenge us yet today. Perpetua's passion. Nobly born, wealthy, well-married, and a young mother, Vivia Perpetua typified the ideal of a successful North African woman at the dawn of the 3rd century. But her Christian faith soon turned her idyllic existence into a battleground of alienation when Emperor Septimus Severus announced a decree forbidding conversion to Christianity and requiring all citizens to offer sacrifices to him as if he were a god. Those who refused would be thrown to the beasts at the amphitheater for entertainment. Perpetua's father, beside himself, tried vainly to convince his daughter not to throw her life away. He pleaded with her not to bring shame onto his own head, nor to abandon her child still nursing at the breast. Was it really such a big deal, he asked, to make such a small ceremonial sacrifice? Perpetua pointed to a ceramic pitcher. Father, do you see this pitcher? Yes, of course I see it. Can it be called any other name other than what it is? No. So I also cannot be called anything else than what I am, which is a Christian. In her diary, Perpetua tells us, enraged by my words, my father came at me as though to tear out my eyes. She escaped violence that time. But on March 7th, AD 203, Perpetua, accompanied by her servant Felicity, entered the amphitheater to face a gruesome death. The young women were stripped naked, but even this bloodthirsty crowd could not bear such a sight. A medieval sourcebook describes the crowd's horrified reaction. The people shuddered, seeing one a tender girl, the other her breast yet dropping from her late childbearing. So they were called back and clothed in loose robes. Seeking ultimate humiliation, the young women's executioners chose a bull. Unlike a bear who could kill his prey with one swipe of his paw, a bull's killing took time. Death by a dozen gores, so to speak. After yet another mauling that left the young women torn but not dead, the crowd appealed to the emperor, enough! The order was given, and a gladiator came out. He was supposed to behead the women, but as he walked up to Perpetua, the hardened killer's hands started to tremble. Perhaps it was something in Perpetua's face, something about her eyes, who knows? But the distracted gladiator's first blow once again injured, but did not kill the young 22-year-old. Now people became sick to their stomachs. Finally, Perpetua showed all of them mercy by clutching the gladiator's hand and guiding his killing blow to her neck. Generations of believers have seized inspiration from the passionate, strong, and heroic faith of a young woman just past adolescence who boldly proclaimed